what's up, y'all? This is BMB, B to the M to the doggone B, man. We are back again. We got another good show for y'all, man. It's been a lot of stuff going on, a lot of stuff we need to talk about. And a new year, man. We are
First
in
show of the year.
2023. Yes. First show of the year. Happy New Year's, by the way, to you guys. Happy New Year's.
Happy New Year.
Man, it seemed like we were just talking about 2022. Because this
Yep.
year, man, went by so fast, or last year went by so fast. And man, we're back at it again. I guess it's a blessing, man, that we're able to see another year and that we're able to even make it. As we know, some people that we know didn't make it. So
right. You know, people always say that every year.
Mm-hmm.
Man, this year went by fast. This year went by fast.
Yeah.
They all go by about the same amount of time. I think it's just the fact that
Mm-hmm.
some years we are more busy than others, and it feels like it goes faster. That's just like, you know, at work. You know, if it's slow at work, time go by slow. But if it's busy, you look up and it's time to go home and you feel like you just got there. You know what I'm saying? So honestly, I think it's just what you do throughout the year that keeps you busy, that takes, you know, that consumes your time.
Right.
And it seems like it goes by fast. Like, man, it's Friday, you know what I'm saying? And then it's just Monday, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for sure. For sure. It's like you said, if you the time flies when you're having fun, right? So if you're busy and you constantly working or doing whatever you're doing, and time is gonna fly by. You're not, you're gonna wonder what happened. Like, I'll be like, man, wasn't we just, doing this the other day? So that's true. But yeah, so I want to just get started like we normally do. I want to introduce my guys. And so when I introduce y'all, tell us, man, what y'all are leaving in 2022 and what y'all are looking forward to in 2023 and what you guys plan on doing this year. That's going to be different from last year. So let's start with who I want to start with. Meldrick, let's start with you, man, since you already done kind of kicked it off. How you doing, man? And how's the new year going? And what you gonna leave in the year just passed? So.
Oh man, I'm doing pretty good. You know, like you said earlier, thankful and blessed to see another year. So that's one thing. That's first and foremost. I guess if I say what I wanted to leave in 2022, probably some things I should have left in 2021, 2020, 2019. And y'all probably can agree with this, is leaving people alone who don't have your best interest. Like if you, let's just say, for example, you treat people a certain way and you don't get that same energy back, just leave it alone. You know what I'm saying? Like that's one thing I've learned. Like no matter who it is, whether it's friends, family, anybody. Like if you don't get that same energy back that you give him, don't try to make it work, and it's not working. You know what I'm saying? So that's one thing, you can leave it. Now I did, and I shared this with some of my buddies. One thing I wanted to there's a word I want to use in the year 2023, and it's the word audacity. And audacity a lot of times gets a negative a negative connotation, like a negative. It's deemed negative because how dare somebody have the audacity to say that to me, or how dare somebody have the audacity to do this or do that. But how about we use audacity and spin it as a positive thing? Like if you think about it, a lot of great things in history happened because somebody had the audacity to do it. Martin Luther King had the audacity to have a dream. Muhammad Ali had the audacity to say, no, I'm not going to fight no war. You know what I'm saying? A lot of things happened in the past because somebody had the audacity to do something. So I was like, let's just have in 2023, let's have audacity. Let's have the audacity to do something we hadn't done before. Have the audacity to change, have the audacity to just do things that are positive, something that we wouldn't normally have done in the past. Let's just have the audacity to do it now. Just do it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, man. That's really good, man. I appreciate that.
Yeah, that was
That's a
good.
good word. That's a good word right there. Audacity. I'm gonna have to think about that. Use
Audacity 23.
Audacity 23. Have audacity. To just do it, man. I appreciate that. That's good. All right, Brent, man. It's your turn, man. What's going on with you? What you leaving in 2022? And what you gonna do in 2023, man? What goals you got going, man? What's up?
Man, y'all know these last few years, especially since 2020, my focus has been building our brand. You know, I think we have something to say. We have the audacity to say it, and sometimes it can fight against. No, they fight against what we're saying because we're putting truths out there, and I'm gonna leave doubt, negativity, just anything that involves negativity. I'm gonna do my part to lead that in 2022. You know, and what I'm bringing in 2023, God's will. I'm bringing that along with me. I'm bringing the sovereignty of God, the mercies of God, the blessings of God. I'm bringing all of that, the favor, the anointing of God. I'm bringing all that in 2023. I'm not going to be that, because sometimes you can be your self's worst enemy. And I'm going to give myself permission to put me first in some things. And like Melton was saying, you do so much for somebody else before you forget to do for yourself. And then when it comes down to it, you don't have no energy to do for yourself because you didn't put so much energy into helping somebody else. So I'm going to have the audacity to think of me and the people that care about me and what we're doing that's lifting us up. I'm going to have the audacity to call and check more on my family and friends that, and don't take that for granted, because people are leaving this earth every day. Like Brown said, there's people dying that ain't never died before. So I'm going to do my part so that I won't say, I wish I could have, I wish I should have, I wish I would have called more, I wish I would have texted more, I wish I would have went by more. I don't want to have that going into 2023. And I'm still searching for Mrs. McClanahan. I'm ready to find my wife. Mm-hmm. So I'm going to also give myself the audacity of hope. And I think that was President Obama. That's what he wrote in his book, having the audacity to have hope. So I'm going to keep hope alive on that.
Had the audacity to just holler at her. If you see it, she bad.
Yeah.
I'm going to say something.
But you know what? I did that in 2022 and it worked. I found out that I am a catch. And like I said, I'm not going to be sitting up here thinking I'm not going to be hard on myself on stuff like that. And I'm going to continue to build our brand because evidently we must have something to say because somebody don't like it.
Right.
So we're going to keep telling telling the truth in these social media streets, in these streets, in the church world, in the worldly world, in entertainment, politics, news, relationships, sports, whatever it may be. We're going to put, I declare and decree right now, what we say, what the three of us say in this show, BNB Tell It Like It Is, it's going to mean something to the whole world. When we go live or when we finally have our own radio show on a nationally syndicated network or our own TV special TV show, what we say is people are going to hold to. I declare and I decree that what we say, people are going to hold to it as, man, these brothers know what they're talking about. They not ignorant. They are fabulous. I ain't gonna say fabulous. Forget. But we're good enough. We have something to say. And when we put it out, people are gonna hold to it and be like, yeah, I think we better listen to what them three brothers are saying, because every time they say something, truth comes out of it. So I'm decreeing that in 2023.
All right. Yeah, that's good. That's good. No, you guys have given some really good points. Melda, you talk about leaving behind, negativity and negative people, negative relationships, people who don't give back, kind of what you give when you give and you don't receive it. And that bad energy, and having the audacity to do something positive and to, make something happen. So those are, and Brent, you talk about building, brand, leaving doubt, bringing God's will into the new year, and finding Miss McClanahan. So all those
and
things.
not saying I hadn't been doing God's will. I'm just gonna continue to do that because it works.
Yeah. Well, just be honest with the people. Don't lie to them now. If you ain't been doing what you're supposed to do. You can always get it right, No, I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. Brent really does God's will like he's supposed to. So yeah, same thing, man. I guess I'll go ahead and add my little 2 cents. So like you guys said, man, leaving that negativity behind. And for me, man, just leaving the just that negative thoughts of just failure and those types of things, thinking that you can't, you can't achieve your goals and that. I'm gonna leave that behind and just achieve my goals, man, and be more positive. It's about things that I want to accomplish in the new year. So that's what I look forward to. New year, new beginning, man, and just trying to start fresh and make some things happen. So man, I definitely look forward to it. Everything you guys said are good. So I think we'll definitely do it, man. We'll build our brand. The show go to some new heights. So I appreciate that. What you guys said there. So man, let's get started. We got the first topic here. We're going to talk about the Speaker of the House mess that's going on right now. As you guys know, the House right now is majority Republicans. Kevin McCarthy, I believe, was the minority leader when they were the minorities in the House. And so now the majority, they're trying to vote on a new House Speaker. So what do you guys know about that? I know there's been a lot of back and forth going on about that. I even believe Trump may have come out in support of Kevin McCarthy, but that didn't really help a whole lot. And I know they've been voting, and it may seem like things could be switching, or at least going back toward Kevin's way. But what do you guys heard, and what do y'all know about that?
Well, usually this is pre-recorded, so this is Friday, so it's on right now as we speak. It's on the 14th go around to vote for the Speaker of the House. First and foremost, congratulations, and I'm gonna get into this, to Hakeem Jeffries, the first African American to be a leader of any party. And he's the now new leader. He's the minority leader, but he's the leader of the House of Representatives on the Democratic side. Congratulations on the works of Nancy Pelosi. When the history books are wrote about her, she will be written as one of the greatest speakers that we've had in our nation's history. And if I'm playing spades, I want to play with Nancy Pelosi. Because if one thing she said, she's always been taught, she know how to count. And when it came down to it, she knew how to count them votes. So that's why the situations that's going on right now, she would have never been in, because she knew how to count votes. She knew beforehand what was going to happen. And I congratulate her, but Hakeem Jeffries, brother from Brooklyn, and sometimes Brooklyn comes out, and I think he is the man for the moment, dealing with these Republicans and what they're going to be dealing with. Let's just say this, the chaos that's going on just to get get a Speaker of the House. That's what we're going to be dealing with for the next 2 years, is chaos. And it's not on the Democrat side. They have put a united front. Every time the votes have come through 14 times, they have voted unanimously for Hakeem Jeffries. It's been united, 212. On the Republican side, I think the highest that McCarthy has received was 211, 212. Then you all got to have a token black in there somewhere. and they threw up a man by the name of Donalds, and they tried to make it seem like, you know, we're picking this, you know, this black man from Florida. He's a conservative, and even I really don't agree with her a lot. But Cori Bush, a representative from St. Louis, she said he's just a what's the word she used? He's a prop, and he took offense to that. But he had his 9 minutes of fame, and now okay. If you're looking at it on TV, they're going to have the list of the nominees. They had Hakeem Jeffries in blue, Kevin McCarthy in red. For a little bit, they had Donalds in there. I really can't remember his first name. Donalds in there. He had 19. But as soon as Matt Gaetz voted for Trump, and then somebody, and I think Laura Boebert, who barely won her election in Colorado, she brought up Hearn. They completely erased him and they added those 2 men. So I'm just like, that's the first sign, dude. They don't care anything about you. And, you know, and another thing, you know, I think this whole, it's been crazy. It has definitely been crazy. This has not happened in 100 years. And yeah, Trump got a vote from Matt Gaetz, and it right now it's all over the place. It's on the 14th round. And I think this last vote, the 13th round, McCarthy picked up a lot of votes. A lot of people were strong on into voting for him to get him to that threshold where he needs to be. So now they're on this 3rd round, and we'll see what's going to happen. He said it's going to be over tonight. That's what he said. But, you know, we'll see. You know, it's been 5 that's been set saying no. But we'll see how their minds will change. And real quick, I got to show y'all the little video that I made. And it's of Brother Donalds that was the, you can just say the token black for the Republican Party. This is just kind of breaks down his 9 minutes, his 9 minutes of fame that he had when he was considering to be the Speaker of the House on the Republican side. So watch this.
Retribution after the fact. There was threats that folks that weren't going to vote for McCarthy would be kicked off committees. Now you put yourself in a pretty public position opposing the person that could be the speaker. Are you worried about retribution?
Man, I'm 6'2", 275. I'm not worried about that. Man, that sucked, man. To be honest with you, man, I'm sorry. I feel, you know, bad that she really put that out there because, you know, if you see a black man rising, I mean, let the man rise, even if you don't agree with them. Specifically to my policies, I would argue that she should sit down and debate me one-on-one. And let's do that. Stu, we could do it on your program. We could do it on CNN. We could do it on MSNBC. I'm open to all of that.
Jeffries. Donalds. McCarthy.
And as you see, a lot of people saying he was treated like a dog because he was patted on the head. People have their opinions on how they feel about that. But you went through all of that, and then you come back and say you voted for McCarthy. You had people nominate, these people nominate you, build you up for a few minutes, a day or 2 or whatever. And then you come down to that because you got used, bro. That's the simple way to put it. You got used, and now you got the lie in it. So that's that on that. Like I said, the votes are going on now. We'll see what happens, but this is what the Republican Party is giving us. And, you know, okay, let's put it like this. Let's say if they could not come to a conclusion to the Speaker of the House, they could still operate. And I learned this from my friend Nikki down in Florida. She's a Democratic consultant down in Florida. She said until September, because that's the next amount of funds that they have to keep the government going. So if they don't have a speaker by then the government will shut down. But, you know, until there is a Speaker of the House, the new ones coming in cannot be sworn in. But I think they still get paid, but they won't be able to get sworn in. They'll still be elected. And that's an issue. We won't be able to govern on the House side. Whatever bills that the Senate might get through to go to the House, it can't do anything. Now, my opinion is not going to do anything. So let's say if the Senate finally gets that they want to go on voting rights, if it goes to the House, it's not going to go anywhere because it's in the majority of the Republicans. They're not going to go for that. That's just an example. So, you know, I'm pretty sure I have more on it as time goes, but I just want to drop that to y'all. It's a mess. We haven't seen this in 100 years. It's a mess.
Yeah. That's really good information, Brandon. Like you said, man, it's definitely a mess. They have a lot of inward fighting going on. It's basically what I'm gathering from it.
Mm-hmm.
None of them can get on the same page.
Nope.
And they're divided. They're like a divided house, right? It's hard. You can't really stand when you're divided. It even talks about that in the Bible.
That's right.
So we'll see what happens with them, and if they can somehow get on the same page and vote someone to be the Speaker of the House for the party. But yes, so.